Chris Pratt under fire for wearing flag t-shirt adopted by far-right political groups. Oh, get gone with ya. Chris Pratt has come under fire by fans. Really? Are fans really annoyed by this? For wearing what some are considering a problematic t-shirt. To most people it's not really problematic, but let's move on. Chris was seen walking with his wife Katherine Schwarzenegger on Monday wearing the t-shirt, which has a picture of the US flag with a rattlesnake superimposed on top and the words, "Don't tread..." Oh, shut up, phone. "Don't tread on me," underneath. The snake and the quote are from the Gadsden flag, which was created during the Revolutionary War as a message from the American colonies to England, which it was, meaning it's not really a far-right flag, is it? Really, when you think about it. However, in recent years it has been adopted by the Tea Party. I love a good cuppa, I do. 2 sugars with mine. And other far-right political groups. And is occasionally seen being flown alongside the also controversial Confederate flag. Again, another flag that didn't really have any racial supremacy origins. It wasn't designed as a racial supremacy symbol. It was simply the flag used by the Confederate States of America during the American Civil War. But as always, SJWs wouldn't want you believing that. They want you to believe what they believe about it. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, which is simply an organisation which only exists to ensure that non-whites get jobs over whites, in 2016 stated that the flag could be used as racial harassment in the workplace. Except, nobody gets offended by this. If you are actually offended by this flag, you have the durability of a marshmallow, and that's a fact. With the Commission filing that although the original meaning of the flag was not racist, it is sometimes interpreted to convey racially tinged messages in some contexts. But many fans were left disappointed. I'm not really sure it was many. I'm certain that it was not many. Were disappointed with his choice of shirt, while others took to social media to defend him and remind others of the flag's origins. Those people are people with common sense, though yet again SJWs would not want you to believe that. They just want you to think that that those people are simply Nazis or KKK members or something like that. Chris Pratt isn't wearing a white supremacist t-shirt. That symbol has been used since the American Revolution. The snake had 13 parts and together they were strong, but apart they were worthless. It was to gather support for independence from Britain, not white supremacy, a fan said. Again, that is the Don't Tread on Me flag, the Gadsden flag, in a nutshell. You can't make it any more clearer than that. It comes months after he was forced to respond to criticism from Ellen Page about his church's beliefs and attitudes towards the LGBTQ community. Again, why does anyone even care about where Chris Pratt goes to church? Really? Nobody cares. Ellen Page is another one of these actresses that is a big leftist SJW. Primarily, she was just looking for a reason to get offended, and Chris Pratt attending a certain church was that thing to trigger her that day. This is what Chris Pratt had to say surrounding all of the drama between him and Ellen Page and the church he attended those few months back. It has recently been suggested that I belong to a church which hates a certain group of people and is infamously anti-LGBT. Nothing could be further from the truth. I go to a church that opens their doors to absolutely everyone. Despite what the Bible says about divorce, my church community was there for me every step of the way, never judging, just gracefully accompanying me on my walk. They helped me tremendously, offering love and support. It is what I have seen them do for others on countless occasions, regardless of sexual orientation, race, or gender. I could personally not agree more with Chris Pratt right here. I highly doubt he's anti-LGBT, anti-homosexuality, anti-gay marriage, and all of that stuff, though it's the complete opposite to what the SJWs think, and it's more than likely the opposite to what the far leftists think. This is overall just another attempt by the SJWs, the far leftists, to try and police what you can and can't do, what you can and can't say, what you can and can't think, and with the circumstances surrounding Chris Pratt right here, what you can and cannot wear. This is generally how the far leftists are when it comes to anyone who doesn't ideologically align with them. You are automatically a Nazi, you're automatically far right, you're the worst of the worst human being to them for the fact that you don't agree with them. If anything, if you ask me, this just makes me support Chris Pratt even more. He's obviously a patriotic guy, he's a guy that loves his country, and overall, this is just overall something not to get offended about. If you are offended over what somebody wears out in public, if you're offended by people wearing red Trump hats, or in Chris Pratt's case, a Don't Tread on Me t-shirt, and overall, if you are one of the people that was offended, one of the 3 or 4 people that got offended by Chris Pratt's t-shirt right here, overall, if you come across this video, I have one thing to say to you. Get gone with you.